part better than Kirk. Okay, anyway. Wait a minute. We're being recorded. Hi, I'm Rick.
Hi, I'm Pete.
This is Unscripted.
Unscripted.
Okay. Season finale.
Fall finale.
Oh, sorry, season.
Mid-season finale.
See, I was thinking we're on TV, but I guess we're not. Of course, I guess if people watch us on their Apple TV, we are.
TV.
Boy, we're all... Okay, that's enough.
Close enough. We can pretend we're on TV.
Pick from the, what you call this, the picture of positivity.
Well, I call it the picture of positivity.
That's pop.
We had the recommendation for Goblet of Fire. I don't know.
GOF, golf, or pop? Let's go with pop.
You could put pop in a picture.
It's true. Okay, who's picking?
I think you picked last time.
I think so. Pick.
Okay.
Don't cheat. Of course, if it's really heavy, we're putting it back.
I'm going to go deep.
This is supposed to be
really
our fall finale.
I don't feel like that one today. Sorry, people.
Seriously, we only pick one time.
I don't want to do them either. This is almost Christmas. I want to do something cheerful.
Want me to just pick one?
I'll get one. Sorry.
14 minutes in, we're still picking.
Yeah, that's negative.
12 minutes in. Oh, wait a minute, I said 14. We're going back in time.
Ah, yeah, we'll do this one.
Yeah, you see, first time he picked it up. Wasn't that cool?
Sorry, it took so long.
That's okay. They can just fast forward anyway.
Okay.
Stress, positive, negative, or neutral. I wonder who put that in here.
What me?
Oh, sure, just tell them all. Stress, positive, negative, and neutral.
So,
since I put it in, do I start?
You start, yes.
All right, so I've long been this attitude that, in my opinion, stress is neutral.
Neutral?
Stress is basically just a catalyst for change. How we react to it makes it a positive or negative, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Okay, because I mean, think about what are stressful situations. I mean, it's just change. It's a catalyst for change, and I can react to it with a positive nature, or I can turn into this fiery, headless beast that just wants to go out and destroy everything. And I have never been that way. And of course, anybody that's watching this and knows otherwise, please don't tell the viewers, okay? I don't know. And I guess I've always just looked at it that way. I have a choice.
I would agree. It's all on how you react to it. In some of the stress, I think we come up with ourselves. We produce ourselves.
Yeah.
And if you really sit down and think about it, it shouldn't be stress. We worry ourselves about things that we don't need to worry about. But let me ask you this, though. What do you do about the stress of something that is beyond your control? Let's say, for instance, you've had a serious financial setback.
Yep. So what Stephen Covey said, it's in his book, control the controllables type idea. Okay, yes, it is beyond your control. What can you do about it? I've had a few situations like that. I guess for me, and maybe I'm unique, and sometimes I think my brain is wired backwards at times. I'm always like, it's beyond my control. What am I wasting time worrying about? I just accept it for what it is, do what I can, and move forward. Because since it is beyond your control, let's go back to that situation. Me getting stressed about it, worried about it, squandering my time, making myself sick, what have I accomplished? Anything?
You've probably given yourself negative effects on your health.
Yep.
You've probably taken things out on your family and those around you because you're stressed.
And it's beyond your control.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think stress, too, has negative impacts on your productivity at work.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of sucks the joy out of life.
Yeah.
We talked about emotional vampires. Stress is just kind of a...
True.
Vampire period.
And, I guess I should clarify, too, I didn't always feel this way. I didn't always feel and see stress as a neutral thing. I get to decide how to react to it. I would excessively worry about things that were outside of my control. Or how about this one, the stress of what if?
Oh,
Spend
yes.
boatloads of burnt time worrying about the what if scenario.
Right.
Or, in my mind is one of these minds that doesn't go in steps. I go to worst case scenario right away.
Say, that's what I used to
right
do,
away.
worst case, right off the bat.
Oh, I'm going to get fired. Oh, I'm going to die. Oh, they're going to whatever. Bank's going to take my home. Whatever the worst case scenario is. That's where I instantly would go. So this has not been just, I was born, everything's neutral. I had to teach myself, and a lot of it is things that we've hit on in many different things here, of capturing your thoughts.
Right.
You got to stop your thoughts and really think it through. And I think one of the quotes, I think it was Winston Churchill, and I'm just gonna butcher this, but the idea was, I can't even say the quote, but the gist was, I'm this very old man and I've worried about all kinds of things my whole life, and most of it never came true. And when I read that, and again, look it up, it's from Winston Churchill, I kind of got this idea, we waste so much time worrying about stuff that won't come true. Could we have done with that time if we hadn't been worried about stuff that didn't come true? And I slowly start pushing this idea of, and for me, I define it, and I'm not a psychologist or whatever, so all those of you out there, you can just crucify me on this. It was just a catalyst for something. Negative change, positive change, just energy. What about the stress of a project? Where you're asked to create something new. I could worry about all things went wrong, but if I take all that energy and focus it into creative activity, then what can I do with it?
Right.
Then what happens whenever you energize the group and don't let them get stressed in a negative way? And I've had a whole bunch of success stories there. I also have a whole bunch of failure stories there too. So it's not like I've got the magic bullet here.
So how do you deal with stress? And I suspect it's different for different people.
One of the things I try to teach my students that I've learned to, in that moment of stress, be it something's not working right, everything's going wrong, instead of pushing through, stop, get up, walk away from it, 10, 15 minutes, a whole day if you can afford it, and then come back. Remove yourself from the moment so you can change your perspective.
One of my favorite things that you used to do, actually, when it was a stressful situation, is you just come and grab me and say, let's go over to Culver's. Let's get an ice cream. Yeah. Ice cream made everything better, didn't it?
That, or I used to walk around the building. At one of my previous places, people used to get, Rick must be stressed again. He's out walking around the building. It became that often of an event. But you just got to get away from it, if you can. The moment you can't. And that's like, say if you're in the middle, I used to be in the IT world, if you're in the middle of a downtime, or not a downtime, a failure, a crisis moment, you can't just walk away for 10 or 15 minutes. So I would take the quick 30-second power. Step away, step back, go take a deep breath, walk, get a drink of water, and then come back. You've got to break your mental process because your brain just starts going, and just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going.
It gets worse, it builds.
Mm-hmm. Those, I think, are easier little tricks we can overcome. What about the long-term stress? The ones of, things like, what's going to happen to my kids? Are they going to grow up? Are they going to get married? Are they going to be a decent human being? Those type of things that you worry about. And those are the things that I actually had somebody tell me, why are you wasting time worrying about? It's their life, not yours. It's an interesting perspective.
And that is a very interesting perspective.
Mm-hmm. Instead of you being there for them, stop worrying about the what ifs. I think my hardest one's the what ifs.
So what do you say to that person that, even if you're dealing with stress you've got that person in your life that is worried about absolutely everything, and they want you to be worried about everything too. How do you deal with that?
a lot of things I can think of, they're all kind of scenario based. Everything. Well, if they're a person that's very close to me, somebody in the family or whatever, I would just be there to love on them and say, "Come on, get up." If I'm in a workplace situation, I try to forcibly leave that situation. No, we're not going here. Even though inside my head I could be thinking we are, you put up a facade. Come on, we got to keep moving. That one for me, as I think about it, I don't know. It's almost circumstantial. What's the situation? What are we talking about? And react. In general, it's the. Can you see it through their eyes? If you can, that helps. If you refuse to see it through their eyes, then it's hard to go anywhere.
I agree. And I think what I've done in that situation, because I've had people like that, I tend to approach it with just kind of a questioning perspective.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that way?
Yep.
What makes you feel that way? Is that realistic? Just kind of come to the situation with a bunch of questions and kind of help them think about it, because if they think about it, it may de-stress them just thinking about it and realizing,
Absolutely.
well, this probably isn't going to happen anyway.
Yeah. And I think everything we're saying, it's a choice. And I think that's where I come back to the neutral thing. Now, are there some stressors that aren't? I'm sure there are.
Yes.
But most of the ones we're talking about, there is a choice involved. I'll be honest, sometimes I like getting angry, so I do. Let's be realistic here. So that's my choice to push it into a negative sense. But I try to be positive, or creative energy at times. Think about all that energy you're burning. What if you could do something positive or creative with it, or the details of a project, or a different way of doing something? And if you're worrying about the what ifs, what about worrying about the what ares and focusing on the what ares?
Yeah, that's great.
So,
well, and it makes me think of, in the immortal words of my grandpa. I
Yep.
love him. He gave me a lot of wisdom during his life. One of the things he used to tell me, don't sweat the small stuff.
My mother says that all the time. The small stuff is not what's important.
And it makes me think of a video too. So I'm going to put a link to a video that I want you all to go watch if you are stressed out a lot.
Yep.
So be sure you do that.
Okay. All right, good. Good. So I think we could talk about that one longer, but I think that'll wrap it up for now.
Yes.
And do you want to do the announcements?
I can do the announcements.
You do a much better job, I've noticed, on these type of things.
So this is our fall finale for Unscripted.
Thank you for watching.
We are going to take the holidays to focus on what's important, which is our families and loved ones. I encourage you to do the same.
Yes.
From Rick, from me, from our families to yours, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Also, it's fall finales on One Unscripted, my channel, and Unscripted Cancer, Rick's channel. So be sure you check those out. Please subscribe. And the big announcement is, after the first of the year, we are going to start a new channel called Unscripted Faith. So purposely, we've avoided the topics of politics and religion, because those are just hot button topics.
Yes.
And we want to appeal to as many people as possible and inspire as many people as possible. So we purposely kept that stuff out of Unscripted. But we want to be able to share our Christian walk with you.
Yes.
So we are going to start that separate channel after the first of the year. So if you're a Christian and you want to hear some words of wisdom from that perspective, based on our life experiences, then please come back and check that out after first of the year.
All right. Excellent. Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely.
And we will see you all next year. Make sure you subscribe and do all those other things, and watch the video that Pete mentioned.
Yes. Have a great day.
All right. Bye.